My boyfriend does not want to buy me an expensive engagement ring. As a matter of fact, he only want to spend $500. Happy Sunday to one and all. I've had this story for the last couple of days, and I want to throw it out at you because this article is an excellent example of gathering data. Of girl, you need to run to the hills from whence cometh your help, because your help come from cousin sister Janice. Why are you about to marry this man? Hello? I didn't even know you could get engagement rings for $500. Because when me and my new husband was shopping for engagement rings, there was none for $500. You lucky if you saw one, a decent ring for $5,000, much less 500. I was like, $500? You can get engagement rings for $500, girl. Yes. But anyways, I want to thank you for your love and support. I have finally hit my 20,000 subscribers. If you've been hanging with me, y'all know I should have been here, but you know what I say, those people don't want us to be great. But finally, thank God, I am so happy and I'm so grateful that I finally made my 20,000 subscribers. I'm going to be doing some more live streams to help my cousin, my fellow sister girls, YouTubers, to help them to grow their channels. Please be sure to check my shorts out. A lot of you have said that you really love the shorts, you enjoy them. I really love them because those shorts has really helped me to get over to my 20,000. I think since I've been doing those shorts in about 2 weeks, I've gotten like almost 1,000 subscribers. So that's what has really helped me. And my TikTok, I've just been uploading the videos on TikTok, and I'm almost at my 1,000 subscriber on TikTok. If I had known this, I would have been uploading all these little short videos I've been doing. But you know what? You live and you learn. So thank you for your love and your support. The shorts, we're talking about my book, 23 Types of Guys You Might Meet. Mother's Day is coming up, ladies. You need to be aware, okay? As far as the other shows, I haven't watched, but I try to watch today. I have a lot of stuff to do today. But this article is by Ruin My Rig. It says she relented and sent me a link to a ring that cost $1,000, not including tax. Obviously, I said no again. I can't understand what her obsession is with jewels, to be honest. So it says guy refused to spend more than $500 on an engagement ring and gets lit up because, you know, he shared this on social media. Okay, let's decrease this so I could take this thing down. It says, when we were planning, this is by Patricia Grisafi, when we were planning on getting engaged, my now husband joked that he should buy me an engagement horse instead of a ring because it would be way cooler. Jesus Christ. And she's still gonna marry this fool. It definitely made me think for a minute. Okay, apparently not think enough, girl. But then I was like, no, we live in the city. I wouldn't be able to care for the horse like I would want to. And I actually love the idea of a ring. Why not add one more meaningful piece of jewelry to my life? Some people are not into rings and don't wear them, which is totally their choice. What if one person in the relationship likes the idea of an engagement rings and the other thinks they're a total waste of money? Why would I still be talking to this dude is the question. That's what one Redditor wrote in on the AITA, and it means I am the forum. I work as a engineer and I grew up middle class. Parents make a total of around $300,000. My fiance family is significantly wealthier, and she grew up into financially irresponsible, dropping $10K a month on clothes is a regular. She is a cardiovascular residency student. I recently proposed to her with well, let me stop here. Let me just talk about it as I read it. So he grew up in almost middle class or middle class. He says she's upper middle class. Right there. Problem. He should not be marrying a girl who comes from family that a whole lot more than her. Because the way her lifestyle, what she's used to, and the lifestyle she's used to living, he can't afford it. If she's dropping 10K a month on clothes, which I'm assuming her parents are paying for, sir, you shouldn't be marrying somebody. So that means she's dropping $120,000 a year on clothes. Some people have it that way, right? She's a cardiovascular residency and dropping 10K on clothes. Her parents got money. Men, do not marry these women. This is not the girl for you. You need to be marrying the girl that make $50,000 a year. Okay, that's what you need to be making. But how much is he making? And she's the dum dum. She shouldn't be marrying a man who who is counting how much money she's dropping on clothes. Granted, he should count it because he needs to decide if this is somebody I need to marry. And sir, she's not someone you need to marry because she's going to want to continue her lifestyle and you can't afford her lifestyle. So they're both wrong for dating each other. This is why dating is for data. This is why you need to know what you want in a husband. This is why you need to walk away when they don't match up because y'all going to have problems. And y'all know money is the number one reason for divorce. So they already starting out wrong. They're already wrong and they're going to have huge issues in their marriage. And this couple, if they do get married, will end up in divorce. Okay? So he says she's financially irresponsible, dropping 10K a month on clothes as a regular. So I don't know if she's financially irresponsible if she can afford it. See, I don't have a problem with it if you can afford it. My problem is when you can't afford it. Okay? I recently proposed to her with the consideration of her picking her own ring. She took me to Tiffany and some other obscure brands to try on rings, and I told her it was way out of my budget, 20K plus. She tried to ask if I was willing to split the cost of the ring 50-50. Come on down. Okay. So, sir, you are marrying a woman who wants a $20,000 ring. I don't have a problem with a woman who wants a $20,000 ring as long as her fiance can afford it. You know what they say, the engagement ring should be at least 3 months of his salary. My engagement ring was not 3 months of my husband's salary. My engagement ring was about a month of my husband's salary. And my husband is a high earner. My engagement ring was less than a month of my husband's 1 month of his salary. Okay. And I've told you all about this ring. We were looking everywhere, couldn't find a ring. Finally went to this one place. I walked in, I saw the ring. I said, "Oh, that's my ring." She took it out, she gave it to me. I put it on my finger. It couldn't go down because it was little. I was like, "That's my ring. Oh my God, that's my ring. Oh my God, this is it." I turned it over and looked at the price. I say, "Oh no, ma'am. Take it back, take it back, take it. Oh my God, put it all the way back there in the basement under the floor. Rogue, to get that ring away from me." He said, "No, no, no, no. You like that?" I said, "I love it. It was created for me. I can see my name in it." He said, "Okay, put it right here." He said, "Now that's your number one. You go and pick." He said, "We're gonna pick three. That's your number one." He picked his number one, and I picked my number two. And I said, "That's what you would get me." He said, "I like these rings." He likes solitaire. I said, "I don't like solitaire." He said, "Okay." He said, "You like all three?" I said, "I like all three. If I propose with any one of these, you'll be happy." I said, "I'll be happy." I thought I was gonna get my number two. And when he proposed with my number one, girl, I cried like a baby. I couldn't believe it. I was like, "Oh, Jesus. I love you. I love you. It's my baby. I love my ring." So your engagement ring is special. It's like, oh my God, this is the ring he asked me to marry with. So, sir, if she wants a $20,000 ring and you can't afford it, you don't need to marry her. Ma'am, if you want a $20,000 ring and he can't afford it, you don't need to marry him. Obviously, she's a pick-me-sha and a dust bunny, and she's desperate because she's willing to split the cost of an engagement ring. You mean to tell me he can't buy you your own engagement ring? She's a pick-me-sha. But anyways, let's read along. Okay? So she said she's tried, it's weird about, she tried to ask if I was willing to split the cost of the ring 50-50. With her wanting big name brands, engagement, and wedding rings for us, both would cost way over my $500 budget, y'all. This man budget for the engagement ring, the wedding bands, and her ring, $500. Let me go back and read, y'all. With her wanting big name brands, engagement, and wedding ring for us, both would cost way over my $500 budget for jewelry. So, child, he gonna only propose. Does this mean with all the rings he want to spend $500? Moving along, she relented and sent me a link to a ring that costs $1,000, not including taxes. Obviously, I said no again. I can't understand what her obsession is with jewels, to be honest. Wouldn't even buy for $1,000 because he don't understand her obsession. And he said, "Oh, I see engagement a little dust, a little dust diamond ring. It's not even a diamond. I don't know. Can you get a whole diamond for 500? I don't think you can get a whole diamond. Not a real diamond for no $100. You might get a dust. You might get some dust for $1,000. I'm talking about real diamonds, because when I was shopping for my engagement ring, I didn't see no real diamond engagement ring for no $1,000. I didn't see it. Not no real diamond. You might get dust, okay? Some people have on like, you see how my ring is. I have, by the way, my husband just replaced my diamond ring because I had a cluster diamond up here, and he like a solitaire, so that's his portion of my engagement ring. He took out the cluster diamond here, and he added the solitaire, which was his part. But you see these little diamonds on here? You see these little diamonds here? Maybe those would be $1,000, right? The little baby diamonds on the outside. Maybe you could get one of those for $1,000, right? Maybe, because one of my diamonds on my cluster ring had fell out that the insurance had to pay to replace, and I think it was like $800 to replace one of these little diamonds here. So maybe you could get that little baby diamond for $1,000. But I'm just saying, I didn't see no real diamond ring for no $1,000. I'm just saying, maybe I wasn't shopping in the right place. But when I was shopping, I ain't see no diamond. I definitely didn't see none for $500, and I ain't see no for no $1,000. Maybe you could get some dust diamonds, like you see these women. They have all this stuff, but when you look, it's not real diamonds. It's dust. But this man don't even want to spend $1,000. Why is she marrying him? And why is he marrying her? Because there are some women out here that is okay with what he's offering. I'm just not one of them. No, one of them. Price of ring is obviously oh, I didn't put this back. Oh, I did. And there are some really insanely expensive rings out there. There are also beautiful rings that will not break the budget. I agree. At this point, the OP's fiance sounds a little out of touch, but also just excited about her wedding. The OP then explained that he does not plan on wearing his wedding ring because he's not a jewelry guy. Again, I get it. Some people hate wearing jewelry, but will not wearing a ring upset his fiance? Woo, child, I couldn't marry this niglet. Mm-mm. A couple of days later, our mutual friend from her middle high school and my university said I'm being too cheap. Definitely. Their social circle has some expectation of 2 carat diamond ring. So fiance expected something along those lines. Object. Okay, 2 carat. That's not bad. Objecting to a $1,000 ring makes her reconsider marrying me, blah, blah, blah. I don't think I'll be convinced into spending more. And I told my fiance so. She blew up saying I put her under a lot of pressure by being sensitive to our different finances. Don't marry him, ma'am. Don't marry him. She blew up saying I put her under a lot of pressure by being sensitive to our different finances. Doubting she can have the wedding of her dreams under my budget and made it clear that I don't dictate how much she can spend, which I don't in the first place. She wants a prenup now and won't speak to me over circles of metal. See? That's what a ring means to him, circles of metal. The LP is upset that she had the audacity to air out our financial situation to our mutual friends, and he wonders if he's being an a-hole for not wanting to spend more money on travel jewelry that serves to no practicality. What do Redditors think of this situation? Does the OP fiance have unrealistic expectation, or it is the OP being insensitive? Why to not because of your budget, but because you seem hell bent on rings being travel and refuse to understand that it isn't travel to your partner? Said not Michelle. Yeah, not wearing a ring because you're not a jewelry guy. It's not about joy. It's about what it represents. He needs to shell out more than $500 unless he really can't afford it and be willing to find some kind of simple ring he is willing to wear. I get the feeling his comments about not wearing a ring himself are almost as much of an issue at the low suggested price of her future ring. I think he's the a-hole for the budget too. She's budget from 20 to 1K and is even offering to go 50-50, which actually puts the 1K ring in his budget. She's compromised to the point anymore would be capitulation instead of compromise. This guy wants an engagement ring and 2 wedding bands ring for under $500 total. Is he effing high? I normally agree people are crazy with their expectation for weddings, but she moved from 20K expectation for the ring, which doesn't seem unreasonable based on how you describe her social circle and family, to finding one she like 1K and you have no flexibility on 5K. Honestly, it sounds like you care more about your budget than your fiance observed. Your fiance clearly puts value in good quality items, whether that be clothing or jewelry. This is something you know about her. While you make think jewelry is travel and serves no practicality in your fiance's circle, and considering the job she's going to for unlikely to change, good quality jewelry is a status symbol. Further, it is usually an heirloom. Your fiance has offered 2 compromises to help her achieve this while being sensitive to your concerns. She helps pay for the ring or should bring the cost down to 1K, which is a huge concession for her. You're not budgeting. That makes you the A. You can feel the way you feel and acknowledge your fiance feels otherwise and come to compromise. Relationships are about compromise. It's the lack of compromise that is the issue. Blah, 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 blah. I wouldn't have married him. And I love that. It's an heirloom. Definitely is an heirloom because she'll be able to pass that ring down. I definitely plan on passing this ring, and it's going to be in our family as an heirloom. When little Michael, when I get older and little Michael is ready to get married, I plan on giving him this ring to propose to his fiance. Okay, my husband paid a lot of money for my ring, and he even upgraded it and put that single diamond on top of it. And so yeah, it's an heirloom. I'll be giving it to little Michael. I'll be putting it in his trust fund. So if it don't work out, the heifer have to give it back. Okay. But it is an heirloom. And I think if it's important to her, it's important to, it should be important to you. As a matter of fact, I thought I was going to get my husband's number 2 engagement ring, and my husband and his frat brothers went to look at my ring, and they told him, you better get her the one that she loved. And that's why I wasn't really thinking I was going to get this. It was a lot. I said, I know I wasn't going to get that ring. I was hoping I was going to get it, but I was like, no, I'm not going to get it. I was going to get my number 2. And my husband, his frat brothers went to pick up my ring, and they told him, you better get her the ring that she loves. If she loved that ring, you get that ring. You pay for that ring because she's the one that's going to wear it. I love my ring. I love my engagement ring, and I have a story to tell. So, ma'am, if he don't want to spend that money, you want to tell me you went from 20K to 1,000 and he don't want to do that? Again, 20K ring is nothing for her because of the family she comes from. 20K is a lot for him. I understand that. But ma'am, don't marry him, and sir, don't marry her. Y'all just don't go together. Y'all should not get married. Take it from me. Do not get married. 23,000 guys available on Amazon. Ladies, this is a guy in here. Don't marry the cheapo. Don't marry him. I understand not buying a $20,000 ring, but he should at least 5,000, maybe 10. But anyways, I got to go check my shorts out today. Let me know what you think. Love you, adore you. Talk to you later. Bye.